Hi, I'm Ankur Gupta. I'm a vice president of marketing at Skillsoft. I have about 2.5 decades of experience in the field of marketing, business development, branding, market research, and whatnot. It has been my pleasure to speak with you on such an important topic of ABM, which is very close to me being a B2B marketer of today. ABM is not just a tool. ABM is not just a tactic. ABM actually is a business strategy. As a marketer, right, we always think or being tasked for more acquisition, more demand generation, right? And that you can do by getting the right people either in the room or digitally, give them the right message, start doing that engagement, and then you will start seeing the pipeline getting built, right? And we've been doing all of that for ages. What has started really becoming more worried is about that. Yes, you can create a lot of demand, but is that demand or the pipeline getting converted? Is that progressing well, right? That is today's problem, because we all know that the overall sales cycle are drastically increasing. There is so much of choices which the buyers has. They are still confused, and every time they look at a new shiny object, they delay the decision. Now, how you solve this problem as a marketer? I think what is becoming very important is that you have to help in terms of progressing the deals. Helping sales or the organization overall to fast pace this process and improve the deal velocity. Now, this helps you really to get lot more closer business, right? And what I feel that ABM is not just a marketing thing, as I was kind of alluding to earlier, that it is a team effort. It is something which you do along with sales, with business development, if you don't own one, customer success and whatnot, right? And that's where it is becomes a business strategy. Now, when I really look at team, right, it is a team effort, and team can be looked at in different ways. And I've kind of created a acronym for it. If you look at T from the team is target, right? E is engagement, A is activation, and M is measurement. So if you start really deep down into this kind of a framework and have that conversation with a broader team, you will start taking certain set of actions. You will start looking at what is this target and why, right? That is a collaborative effort, whether it's for acquisition or whether it's for growth or upgrades in your existing accounts, right? To find the white space. So that becomes very important, that why you are doing it. Now, when you come to the engagement, you start really looking at, if I have to have these accounts, I have to have these kind of contacts, which is not just one, which is multiple in an organization. You start really developing that engagement models. You start looking at those set of things which you do to engage, from, in our case here, from a CHRO to a CLO to a learning director, VP, manager, and whatnot, right? And you have influencers, you have a CIO, you have a CFO, you have CXOs, which really start. So how you engage with them and where and what message has to come in. So that becomes more and more important when you start really coming from an engagement perspective. Now, from activation, which is A, you start really looking. It's not about activating a contact, right? It is not about sending an email or things like that. It is activating your sales team, your customer success teams. That is activation means that do they have the right things in their hands, when they are having that active conversation. And finally, the measurement. And nothing happens without measurement. So you have to start really looking at what does that measurement means, because as a traditional marketer, your measurement has been what? Website traffic, how many leads I was able to create, how many MQLs, and then finally coming to the pipeline and stuff like that. But now, if you start really looking at from an ABM perspective, which runs slightly from a flip funnel perspective, right? It's not top of the funnel and everything will flow through it with the conversion ratios. In an ABM strategy, you have a flip funnel. You have to start really looking at those organizations with the right targets and expand that, and then go further from an engagement perspective. and then start measuring it, you start really looking at, not just that many MQLs, but what is a pipe, what is the ADS, which is average deal size, right? How I am really looking at aging in each stages, how I am really looking at fast pacing that velocity, right? And then the conversion, and finally more closed business. So I think when somebody needs to really look at, you have to relook at what you have been doing, and then start relooking at from your business strategy and GTM perspective. Now, what I'm saying is that, you should not stop doing some branding exercises, certain things, because there is a run rate business and there is certain events which you have to go sometimes, right? And that will fuel the pie from the non-targeted accounts. That will fuel pie from the segments which you are not really looking at from your NALs or named account list perspective, or a SMB segment. In our case, we run a lot of our SMB business through channels. Now we have to supply that as well. So yes, but your focus, where your energy has to come in, really start getting into, what I can convert faster, what is the value, and it's not about just the volume. It is about that niche, and then getting a better conversion from it to actually make the difference, and showcasing ROI, which I know is very important for every marketer. Thank you very much.